Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to recap Missouri beating Kentucky Wildcats. It's been a rough day. I just want to watch Kentucky try and cheer me up, and they make me angry instead of being sad and pouting all day. Something personal, I'm not going to get into it. I want to watch Kentucky, and they're up 8 with 4:15 left. I think I'm coming here to recap a good win against Missouri. Nope. 4:15 left. Nestgate calls his final timeout with 4:15 left after Kentucky goes up by 8 points. And Kentucky blew it. Season's over. I mean, just is what it is. I mean, Missouri's now 12-3, 2-0 in the ACC. I mean, they're an alright team, but Kentucky should have beat them. This team sucks. Like, you were up 8 with 4:15 to go and lost at home to Missouri. Just a horrendous loss and just atrocious game management down the stretch. Coaching sucks. The rotation sucks. The recruiting sucks. Fire Pope. I am done with Mark Pope. I'm done at this point. Time to start calling for Pope to be fired. I've tried. I've literally tried to give him time, but I can't. I don't know if you should wait to give him a third year. Screw that. We suck. We aren't going to be a tournament team this year. Went from beating Purdue in the exhibition. Oh yeah, fuck the world. Oh yeah, and then we lose, and then we turn into a flat-out terrible team. Believe the Mark Pope era is over. I don't think he's the coach and the offensive mind we all thought he was. Absolutely botched the fucking portal, getting all these non-shooters, and then they turn the ball over like crazy down the stretch. And they forced a turnover, but they can't make a layup, and then a hero ball three-pointer from Jalen Lowe, which is bad turnovers. How can you say this is something we have to deal with another year? No matter what, you should be calling for Pope's job now. Embarrassing. If we miss the tournament, Mark Pope's got to go. Mitch Barnhart's be fired too, or fucking retire already. Fucking tear another. This hire was just another fuck up in his mountain of fuck ups with Mark Stoops and John Calipari. Pope should be right fucking there, get that shit out of Lexington. We talk about him being fired. The fan base has hit apathy at this point. Guess he doesn't understand the assignment. Gotta go. He whiffed on a few guys and can't overcome it with this team. Rather forfeit the rest of the season. Watch this team play again, because I don't really see a team besides a few moments here or there. Fucking Mark Pope can't coach here. And no JQ down the stretch. Like, I know he didn't look in this game and took one shot, but come on, dude. Pope just looks lost. Up by 8 and they end up losing. Not the guy for this job. It's hard to take any positives tonight. I mean, the game was still ugly, but they were still up by 8, so. Diabate wasn't really good tonight. How many turnovers did he have? He had what? He had 3, and he only 2 for 6. Oway looked good tonight. But Aberdeen, Jalen Lowe shot like shit. Cam Williams made a few threes, even though he wasn't really that great. He had some open looks that didn't go in. But Kentucky could have put the game away with about 4 minutes left. You have 2 bad defensive sequences, plus bad shot by Jalen Lowe, then a miscommunication turnover, and then it's game on again, and they lose. Final minute, and you don't put in your top 10 draft pick. Why the hell does our lineup with 13 seconds to include Moreno, Garrison, and Chandler? Moreno was clearly tired for like 3 minutes. I don't know what the hell Pope knew. He's clearly gassed out there. Put somebody else in. Put the lottery pick in the game. How does Pope keep his job when we don't make the tournament? just hard to see. Our inability to run one play to get anyone, a decent shot is so confusing. The failures in execution are in the last 2 minutes are so many you can count. And Garrison in the crunch time. Look, I like Garrison. He actually showed good energy type, but do you want him in the clutch time out there? No, you don't. But only Mark Pope would do this. Terrible offensive sets. Lack of leaving the lineup in long enough to get jailed. The starting lineup lasted about 4 minutes. How in the hell did they beat fucking Purdue in the preseason? Oweh's starting to turn into the Oweh he was last year. But 4 straight bad defensive and offensive possessions. Lowe took bad shots really most of the night. And no Jaden at the end of the game. Should have put him in. I don't know if you want Brandon Garrison in there. But it was just hard to watch because they threw the fucking game away. Like, Jalen Lowe had a terrible night. He went 2 for 11. Aberdeen 7 points. Their guards just aren't good enough. And they were outscored 15-2 down the stretch. And I would argue this team, they're going to miss the NCAA tournament. They might. They're in danger. I'm just amazed at how poorly Mark Pope has coached this team this year. It's just a dreadful performance all the way around. There was no reason they should have lost this game. And they found a way to lose. Look, Missouri's alright, but they're not some juggernaut team. It's only positive Oweh hit a bomb from full court in the first half. And it was a good little stretch. You got to an 8-point lead. Think you're going to win. Oh, yeah, you're going to get a dub. And they lose. You know, it's a pretty big stretch of games coming up because they had Missouri tonight, Mississippi State, and LSU. You need to win all 3. You lose the first one in a game you should have won. I don't know. It's just the start of this game was brutal, but most of this game, the half-court offense is absolutely brutal. Unless Kentucky can get out in transition and get a 3 or a layup or something, their half-court offense is god-awful. Kentucky's just absolutely atrocious as well. And I guess he played the best lineup according to everyone. Turns out there is no best lineup, I guess. Maybe I was just dumb for thinking it was the best lineup, but... And I love how Aberdeen fucking stands there hunched over with the ball and does nothing with it. Especially in a zone, they're just passing the ball. Oh, no, you take the ball. Oh, no, you take the ball. Oh, no, you take the ball. And then they take a hero shot at the end of the shot clock. With the lineup we all wanted to. Kentucky's absolutely atrocious, I have to say. You know what? At this point, just put Jasper Johnson in. Alright. I don't know. Because Aberdeen doesn't give you nothing at this point, really. Unless you make a 3 here or there. Just put fucking Jasper Johnson in the game. I know he's a freshman, and he's had his struggles, but he can't get out of those struggles if he don't play. Look, I'll just play Yelovich too. Trent, you know what? Play them all. They can't be any worse. Cut his rotation down, it still ain't any good, so... I get our bigs are not Amari Willies, but what happened to the big initiating the offense like we were running nothing? Maybe Garrison Moreno aren't able to as much. Maybe JQ is talent enough. Maybe you should do that. I don't know. But 12 minutes of the game, they had 12 points. And Denzel Aberdeen just freaking dribbles the ball. Dribbles the fucking air out of the ball about half the time he's out there. And this team, well, they got a night from 3, 7 of 18. They made some in the second half, but turnovers down the stretch killed them. Poor defense. I've had it with Mark Pope. I want him fired. He's just not the guy. I've tried. Like they won like 4 straight games. I know two of them were bye games, but they beat Indiana and St. John's. I wanted to get my hopes up, but I just still kept them down. Worst loss of the Mark Pope era. Wonder what happened in the pregame, in the locker room pregame at Louisville. And Kentucky is by far the biggest disappointment of the college basketball season up to this point. Prove me wrong. I'm sure it's not even close. You can't tell me there's another bigger disappointment than Kentucky. I don't want to hear it. Alright, somebody should just... Gosh, can Mitch Barnhart just retire? He had a 15-2 run. Ridiculous. Let's go over the stat sheet, and then I'll wrap it up. Kentucky loses. They fall to 9-6. They scored 68 points. They fall to 0-2 in SEC play. They scored 32 in the first half, 36 in the second half. Missouri, they improved to 12-3, 2-0 in SEC play. Scored 73 points, 33 in the first half, 40 in the second half. Let's go over the stats. Jaden Stone, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 attempts from the field, 3-6 from 3. Mark Mitchell, 21 points, 7-15, 6-7 from the free throw line. Kentucky had no answer to stop him. Sean Phillips Jr., 8 points. Anthony Robinson, the second, 9 points, 10 assists. Jacob Cruz, 3 points. T.O. Barrett, 7 points. Trent Pierce, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals off the bench. 52, 35, 72 shooting splits. 29 boards, 20 assists, 12 turnovers, 8 steals, 4 blocks, 4 boards, 25 D boards, and 19 fouls for Kentucky. Oway, 20 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 6-11 from the field, 3-4 from 3, but 5 of 8 from the line. Such a mid. This is such a terrible team. Jaden Quaintance, 1.4 boards. Diabate, 8 points. Lowe, 9 points. Aberdeen, 7 points. Moreno, 9 points. Garrison, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Moreno, 4 rebounds. Chandler played 5 minutes, did nothing. Well, he had a steal, but of course always misses a fucking layup. Cam Williams, 8 points, 3 of 8, 2 of 7 from 3. Kentucky shot 43, 39, 71 shooting splits. Missed 7 free throws the game. They lost by 5, so you could have made some more free throws. Away. And Quaintance missed 3 as well. 31 boards, 16 assists, 13 turnovers, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 0 boards, 23 D boards, 18 fouls. But I swear, like 3 or 4 of those turnovers came within the final 4 minutes of that ball game. Just, I don't know, man. I thought this team would be top 5 potential this year, and they just aren't. This team deserved to lose. I mean, they sold the game anyways. I mean, they had a 91% chance to win this game up by 8. And they missed a layup off the steal with the game and arguably the season on the line, and then draw. And I don't know if what that play was drawn up, but Jalen Lowe, I must have been hero ball, but honestly, I don't care at that point. And the free throw shooting sucks. Kentucky pushed the ball good in transition in the second half, but honestly, that's kind of about it. I don't know how Mark Pope can't come up with better offense for this team to run. It's just brutal. Missouri's running zone. We have one halfway decent shooter on the floor most of the time, maybe 2. They can't attack a zone. It's a game they needed to win, and of course they choke it. They choke when they needed it. So I'm done. I've given up on this team. I'm still going to watch the games, obviously. Come on here and recap every game, because look, I've watched the Cowboys. I watched the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not just going to stop watching Kentucky, but I've given up on them at least being a championship contender. Watched the Cowboys suck for like, either suck or lose early in the playoffs for like 10 years, so hopefully Will Stein can get Kentucky going, but what do you even say in the press conference? Team morale's down, they suck, they're 0-2 for the first time in program history. No scandals, no allegations, no arrests. It's just dog shit coaching. Mark Pope has an entire timeout to draw that play up. And why did Jalen Lowe not pass the ball to Oway, who was wide open? Why would you take that shot? Fucking bricked it off the backboard. Wasn't even close. I don't know. This team is just absolutely cooked. Scored 2 points over the final 4:37. I don't think Pope drew that up. It was just Lowe taking a terrible shot. But yeah, that's all to say for this video. Peace.